Hi guys, this is Shane Mabakyao and I'm coming to you live from Iloilo City, Philippines. And today we are going to talk about the reality of being a millennial, going through quarter life crisis, turning 30, or simply aging. Being a millennial means you are born somewhere from the year 1977 to 2000. That makes you 16 years old or 36. So if you're between that age, and that means that you're a millennial. So I just want to talk about turning 30, because when people know that you're turning 30, it's like there's a social signal that tells them that you should be able to figure everything out just because you're 30. And you should be able to get your life on track, and you should be able to know what's right and wrong. Like in general, you should be successful just because you're 30. I don't know if you feel it too, but I feel it when you hit the age of 30 or 40 or 50. Like there's another decade that's added to your life, and you feel like you must be able to do something significant right now with your life, or you must have achieved something great by now. And what if you're not? What if you're still stuck? What if you're still lost? It's not as if life gives you a user manual by the age of 30. It doesn't work that way. I read this verse in the Bible and it just hit me. Galatians chapter 6 verse 4 to 5. Do your own work well, and you will have something to be proud of. But don't compare yourself with others. We each must carry our own load. Doesn't that tell you everything? Being 30, being a millennial, growing up, growing old, it's just part of life. And it's okay if you don't have it figured out yet, because everyone has their own journey, and you are also embarking on your own journey. You're also trying to find your figure out in your life. In my 30 years, I've been broke, bankrupt. I've failed in business. I've had to rebuild my business several times, and that's because I have a lot to learn. I've been a single mom. I've failed in college, and I've also ruined relationships. I sold out because of money, and that's one thing that I so regret in my life. I have a lot of failures, and up until now, I know that there will still be a lot to come. But it doesn't matter, because what we have to do is to fail forward. But what I'm proud of with myself right now is that, number one, I have sincerely given apologies to the people that I've hurt. I have mended my relationships, and now I have made a U-turn in my life. I have discovered and I have acknowledged my mistakes. I've taken responsibility with my life. I've stopped blaming others. And the most important thing is, right now, I don't have golden handcuffs. Golden handcuff syndrome, if you don't know what that means you are earning the amount of money that you want to earn, but then you don't have the time freedom to spend it with your family. You don't have the freedom to travel, and you don't have the freedom to do what you actually love to do and do what you're passionate about. So that's the golden handcuff syndrome. You have the money, but you don't have the time. And so now I've made this U-turn in my life, and it's really very refreshing to find your purpose. And it's okay to be 30. I'm here to tell you, it's okay to turn 30 and not know everything and not figure it out. It's okay. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, she was 31 and she was a single mom. She was on welfare, she was depressed, and she was suicidal. And we all know where Harry Potter is right now. Henry Ford, owner and inventor of Ford Motors, he was 44. 44 when he first invented his first model. John Pemberton. John Pemberton is Coca-Cola's inventor. And you know how old he was when he invented that syrup? He was 55. Ray Kroc. You might not know him, but he's the owner of McDonald's. He was 52 when he started McDonald's. And of course, we all know Colonel Sanders, who was 65 when he started KFC. So my point right here is, there's no deadline for success. If you're 30 and thriving, then good for you. You're successful at 30, then I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. But if you're not, then it's okay. Maybe your time hasn't come yet. There is a season for planting and there is a season for harvesting. And the reason why you may not be harvesting right now is because you haven't planted anything in the past. And what you have to do right now, since you already know this, is you have to start planting whatever it is that you want to harvest. So if you want to start a business, start it now. You're 30. And the quarter life crisis is a turning point in everybody's life where you don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're heading, you don't have a direction whatsoever. You just want to discover your purpose in life. So there are two things that could happen to you. You could either pursue that, just leave everything and pursue whatever it is that you want. Or number two, you get into that life, that familiar, comfortable life that you have. You go through it, and then you die not knowing what your true purpose is. You die not feeling fulfilled, and you die not creating an impact on others. And that second option is the worst thing that could ever happen to your life. So please fail. Please choose to fail. Choose to fail until you're 40, 50, whatever, as long as it's directed towards the path that it is your purpose. So I'm just here to tell you that no matter what your age is, it just has no limits. And for now, these videos that I have are my contribution to the world, hoping that I will be able to impact one person and hoping that I will be able to inspire someone else. So till next time.